This is breaking news coming in from Zamfara State, Nigeria, where a major and highly significant development has been recorded in the ongoing fight against banditry, violent crime, and rural insecurity. In a coordinated community-led security operation, members of the Civilian Joint Task Force, working closely with local vigilante groups, have successfully eliminated a notorious bandit leader identified as Kachala Isihu Buzu. The operation took place in Moriki district, located within Zurmi local government area, a region that has suffered repeated attacks, kidnappings, and violent raids for several years. Kachala Isihu Buzu was widely known across Zamfara and neighboring communities as a feared bandit leader. Residents described him as one of the main figures behind persistent insecurity in Moriki district and surrounding villages. His name alone was enough to cause fear, as many associated him with deadly night raids, mass abductions, killings, cattle rustling, and the destruction of farmlands and homes. For a long time, communities in Zurmi local government area lived under constant threat. Villagers slept with one eye open, parents worried about their children going to school. Farmers abandoned fertile lands because armed men could strike at any moment. Markets became quiet, roads unsafe, and entire villages were gradually emptied as families fled for safety. According to information gathered from local sources, the operation that led to the elimination of Kachala Isihu Buzu did not happen overnight. It was the result of weeks and even months of intelligence gathering by community members, vigilante groups, and the Civilian Joint Task Force. These groups reportedly monitored movements through forests, footpaths, and known hideouts where bandits often regrouped. Community members played a critical role by quietly sharing information about suspicious movements, unfamiliar faces, and patterns of attacks. Vigilante groups, many of whom are residents of the affected communities, used their deep knowledge of the terrain to track routes commonly used by bandits to move weapons, kidnapped victims, and stolen livestock. Sources revealed that once reliable intelligence confirmed the presence and location of Kachala Isihu Buzu, a joint plan was carefully put together. The goal was to neutralize the threat while minimizing harm to civilians. Members of the Civilian Joint Task Force and local vigilantes reportedly moved strategically, navigating difficult terrain under tense conditions. When contact was made, a confrontation followed. Eyewitnesses described the encounter as intense and dangerous. After a fierce exchange, Kachala Isihu Buzu was neutralized. His elimination marked the end of a reign of terror that had gripped Moriki district and nearby communities for years. News of his death spread quickly across the area. In Moriki district, residents reacted with a mixture of shock, relief, and emotion. Some people reportedly cried openly, not out of sadness, but because years of fear had finally begun to lift. Others gathered quietly, reflecting on loved ones they had lost to violence linked to bandit attacks. Many residents said they had lost fathers, brothers, children, and close friends to bandit violence. Others spoke about livestock stolen, homes burned, and farmlands destroyed. For these families, the elimination of Kachala Isihu Buzu felt like long-delayed justice. The Civilian Joint Task Force, popularly known as the CJTF, has continued to play a critical role in local security efforts, especially in northern Nigeria. The group is largely made up of volunteers, young men, and sometimes older community members who step forward to protect their communities when formal security forces are stretched thin. Unlike external forces, CJTF members are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. They understand local languages, customs, and geography. This familiarity allows them to gather intelligence more effectively and respond quickly to threats. Local vigilante groups, who also participated in the operation, have become a key part of everyday security in many rural areas. These groups often patrol at night, monitor entry points into villages, escort farmers to their fields, and alert communities when danger is approaching. However, their work comes at great personal risk. Many vigilantes operate with limited equipment, little or no protective gear, and minimal external support. Despite this, they continue to stand their ground, driven by the desire to protect their families and neighbors. The growing role of vigilante groups and the CJTF has sparked ongoing debate across Nigeria. Supporters argue that these community-based groups are essential, especially in areas where formal security presence is limited. They believe that without them, many rural communities would be completely overrun by criminals. Critics, however, raise concerns about legality, regulation, training, and oversight. They warn that without clear structures, vigilante groups could face issues such as abuse of power, lack of accountability, or escalation of violence. These debates continue at both state and national levels.
Despite the controversy, operations like the one carried out in Moriki district have renewed conversations about how best to integrate community-based security groups into Nigeria's broader security framework. Many believe that proper regulation, training, and support could significantly improve safety in rural areas. Community leaders in Moriki district have publicly praised the courage and resilience of the vigilantes and CJTF members involved in the operation. Elders described the elimination of Kachala Isihubuzu as a major turning point, saying his activities had paralyzed daily life for years. According to local accounts, farming activities had drastically reduced due to fear of attacks. Children were withdrawn from schools, and traders avoided markets. With the bandit leader neutralized, residents are hopeful that normal life can gradually resume.
Farmers have expressed cautious optimism about returning to their farmlands. Some say they are willing to try again, especially if security patrols continue. Traders are also hopeful that markets will regain activity, helping families rebuild livelihoods destroyed by years of violence. Following the operation, security presence has reportedly been increased in and around Zermi local government area. Patrols have been intensified to prevent retaliation attacks by remaining members of the bandit group and to reassure residents that protection will continue. Security sources have advised residents to remain alert and to report any suspicious movements. They emphasize that while the elimination of a key bandit leader is significant, the fight against banditry is far from over.
Zamfara state has been one of the regions most affected by banditry in recent years. Entire communities have been displaced. Kidnappings for ransom have become common, forcing families into poverty. Roads have turned into danger zones, and fear has become part of daily life. Against this backdrop, the elimination of a figure like Kachala Isihubuzu is being seen as more than just a tactical victory. For many residents, it represents hope that coordinated action can make a difference, and that communities are not completely abandoned. Messages of praise and support have continued to pour in for the vigilantes and the Civilian Joint Task Force. Many Nigerians have described them as heroes who stepped in when help was desperately needed. Others have called on government authorities to provide better funding, training, and legal backing for such groups. As discussions continue nationwide on addressing insecurity, this incident has renewed calls for a comprehensive approach that combines military action, intelligence gathering, community engagement, and economic development. Many experts argue that lasting peace will require addressing the root causes of banditry, including poverty, unemployment, and lack of education. Residents of Moriki district say they are cautiously optimistic. While they understand that criminal networks do not disappear overnight, they believe the removal of a key leader has weakened bandit operations in the area. Local sources indicate that further security operations may be underway to flush out remaining members of the group and to dismantle any support networks they relied on. Community members have been encouraged to continue sharing information and to remain united. This story continues to develop, and more updates are expected as security assessments continue and operations expand across affected areas. For now, the people of Moriki district and surrounding communities are holding on to renewed hope that after years of fear, loss, and displacement, peace may finally have a chance to return.